Here we are in our second video. If you watched the last video, you would know that the first project in the Tilt Pong project did not go so well. I was attempting to create a Pong game that connected through Bluetooth and ran into a couple problems. The first of which, I created the Pong game first and was trying to switch to a menu to connect to Bluetooth after creating the Pong game, which was the first issue. The Pong game should not have come first. I should have opened up to a menu to connect to another device and then started a game, which is going to be the plan for this new version. The second issue was I wasn't implementing threads properly. I was trying to run a thread as a server socket to accept the connection, but when the thread was called, it was a blocking process. It would stop my main process, causing the screen to go black and crash. So, coming out of that a little wiser, if not a little sore about losing all that work and starting from the beginning, I decided to focus first on creating a successful connection between two devices, because I was never actually able to connect two devices through Bluetooth in the previous program. So now, before anything else, the main activity is the menu to try to connect two devices. And let's see, actually if we go over here, we can see a quick little view of the menu. Just a short text view, a couple buttons, and a list view. Go back to the main activity. Here on Create, we're just creating some intent filters that are going to cover the 4 different states of WiFi peer-to-peer, initializing some buttons and lists, and then here we have the manager, the channel, and the receiver. The manager to manage the connection, obviously, the channel to communicate through, and the receiver to handle both of those. Our search method is just for the search button. It's going to call the method that will discover available peers for Wi-Fi peer-to-peer connection. It simply displays a searching text while it's searching, and if an error occurs, it will display an error code. The play button, right now, it just opens up a toast message saying that this will be what starts the game once we're connected, and that's exactly what it's going to do. You're going to connect to another player, and then you can both press this button and start up the game. And display peers will display peers right here. Highlight that. It takes a peer list from the Wi-Fi peer-to-peer broadcast receiver class that we will go into shortly, and it just displays that list that it grabs onto the list view for use, so you can choose who to connect to later on. And last but not least, we just have our on resume and on pause functions. Right here is on resume. It's just going to register the receiver as the program starts, and here on pause, it will unregister the receiver whenever you inlet the program, so that's not just constantly running in the background. If we go over into the Wi-Fi Direct Broadcast Receiver class, you can see most of this code was taken off of Google's website. It was actually quite the struggle because Google seems to like to leave a lot of blank spaces or holes in the process of getting this working. So it's been quite a struggle to get anything working. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but as of right now, this program has only reached the point where I can pull that list of other devices. I can't quite connect yet. I've been struggling a lot with it, trying to get that to work, but it is a work in progress, of course, and we will continue to work on it until it finally works and we get that feeling of satisfaction. This first statement here in the onReceive method is just testing if Wi-Fi is on or not, and displaying whether it is on or not. Next, we move on to searching for peers, Wi-Fi peer-to-peer, peers changed to action. This is just running an if state if the manager is not null. It's listening for peers right here. It's clearing the list to start it fresh. I just did something wrong, do that. So it's clearing the list, and then it's adding them all to the list. It's doing a fresh add, so every time you press the button, it's going to clear it first and then fresh add. That way, it's not continually adding onto the list over and over and over. That was a problem for a little while. And then this is the line where it's calling back to that function in the main activity to actually display that onto the list view. Here's some code down here that I was trying to start working on for the connection, using the configs, which are going to be needed for the addresses to connect to. Like I said, the connection isn't actually working yet, but still a work in progress. There actually isn't really much else to show. This is all I've gotten so far. Project has been quite rough, but we're going to keep at it and see what we can do. Thanks.